Welcome to Wow Flash Flood, the place where breathtaking natural phenomena, fierce storms, and unbelievable events from around the world will make you say, wow. Hit subscribe now so you don't miss the most exciting videos. Every follow from you fuels our drive to keep delivering top-notch, high-quality content that will keep making you say, wow.
It's about to go up. Holy cow. It's really close to us. Look at the... It's going to cross the bridge. Oh, it might just... And there's a car on the bridge. Oh, no. Oh, it just went up. They lucked out.
When the sky starts getting goosebumps, trees bend like a failed yoga attempt, and rooftops take off without saying goodbye. Congratulations, you're witnessing the full glory of tornadoes and powerful storms in action. This isn't just weather. This is a live show called Nature Gone Wild, featuring flying fields and fleeing grass.
I don't know how strong the winds are. It's gonna stop.
When the rain pours like someone's dumping an entire swimming pool from the sky, and the wind blows like it's trying to shave the whole city clean, that's the USA when a hurricane makes landfall.
Hurricanes, the destructive power of nature. Strong storms with winds of up to hundreds of kilometers per hour can flatten an entire city. Don't try to play superhero against storms. Tips: if the wind is so strong that the motorbike runs without a driver, it's best to go inside immediately and lock the door tightly.
Wow, Flash Flood, the only channel bold enough to zoom straight into the eye of the storm, showing you how nature can turn a modern city into an ocean in just one afternoon. Here, every raindrop is a warning shot, and every gust of wind is a slap from the heavens. Sandstorms usually form when strong winds blow across dry land, carrying millions of dust particles. These storms can travel at speeds of 50 to 100 kilometers per hour, reach hundreds of meters in height, and stretch for dozens of kilometers. The air in a sandstorm contains fine dust, which seriously affects respiration, especially for children and the elderly. Sandstorms not only reduce visibility, but also paralyze aviation, transportation, and even the power grid. In the US, states like Arizona and New Mexico frequently experience intense sandstorms during the summer. Thought it was a refreshing stream, but turns out it was just the warm-up act of a flash flood. When nature gets angry, a flash flood is a direct punch to Google Maps.
Catastrophic floods, when water submerges everything. In just a few hours, a flood can turn your streets in Venice, but you don't have a boat. Tip: if you see fish swimming in front of your house, don't wait for a crocodile to appear. Find higher ground immediately. The power of nature. Nature is a force of nature that can destroy the blink of an eye. Storms, floods, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and tsunamis are all examples of the power of nature. Always be alert, stay informed, and prepare a safety plan to protect yourself and your family from natural disasters.
Wow, no concept of time remains, only water, rocks, and destruction. These are the moments where nature puts on a show, yet they're also truly terrifying. If you love these intense videos, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Wow Flash Flood to catch the next jaw-dropping moments. Which scene did you like the most? Comment below.